Okay. As most of you know, I'm from a small country in the Middle East called Lebanon. I was born and raised in the beautiful city of Beirut. I came to the US in 1992 to look for a new life and a better future for myself. I also wanted a better life for my parents. I know I gave my speech, my classification when I joined in 2012, but I thought we have a lot of new members in the past couple of years, so I thought, so they can get to know their old members. Lebanon is a very small country, just 10,452 square kilometers, which is 4,036 square miles. It is surrounded by two countries, Syria and Israel. I'm connected to all of these countries plus one. Dad was born in Haifa, Israel. Mom was born in Syria. Us kids, myself and my siblings, were born in Lebanon. And we have the Jordanian nationality, as my dad immigrated in 1948 from Haifa. 4 beautiful countries in one area full of rich history. Moving to a new country, a new culture, and speaking a different language is very hard. Moving to the US with no friends, no job, and no money. All you have is your faith in God that your life will be okay. Just trust in Him. Lebanon is the country I fell in love with first, and also the country that hurt me the most. I should say the bad government that hurt me the most. Growing up in Lebanon was not easy for my parents, and definitely not easy for the children. The Civil War was started in 1975 and lasted for 15 years. Imagine a normal school day for your children, a beautiful sunny day, seeing your mother rushing to pick you up early from school because the shooting, bombing, fighting started. 2 young innocent kids, 1st and 2nd grade, were ripped from their school playground that afternoon to seek shelter. And that 2nd kid is here today, my brother Amin. This became the norm for our small family, moving from one city to another, seeking shelter, sleeping hungry, no water, no electricity, switching schools, getting beaten by militias because of your identity, and more. Civil war is basically a war of hate and intolerance. Brothers and neighbors killing each other, and religion playing a big role in racism. The city of Beirut was violently divided into East Beirut, almost exclusively Christian, and West Beirut, predominantly Muslim, as well as into a number of further subdivisions. We lived in East Beirut first until there was no place for us there, even though we are Christians, and then moved to West Beirut. When you are a child, you don't really comprehend how your parents are coping or how they are feeling. Scared, lost, hungry, numb. I didn't understand until 9/11 happened here 20 years ago. It took me back to that moment of fear and numbness, but this time as a mother. All I wanted to do that day is go home, hold my 9-month-old baby, and tell her we are okay. That's when I realized how my parents felt during the war. All they cared for was our safety and being loved. Today, I'm talking about the country that was injured again on August 4, 2020. I got a call that afternoon, around noon or so, my sister's voice shaking on the other line, saying these words: "We are okay, we're fine, I have to go." Another call, a voice crying from my best friend, Suzi. We heard a big explosion, not sure what it is. Beirut is shaking, people are running. We are fine, we'll call you later. Here I am at work, couldn't focus anymore, not knowing the magnitude of the explosion until I went home and watched the news. On 4th of August 2020, a large amount of ammonium nitrate stored at the port of Beirut in the capital city of Lebanon exploded, causing at least 218 deaths, 7,000 injuries, and $15 billion in property damage, and leaving an estimated 300,000 people homeless. That was the news for days and weeks to come for the Lebanese people in Beirut. The beautiful capital, the second Paris, injured, bleeding again. We all cried, we all had sleepless nights. All Lebanese people who had immigrated to other countries wanted to get on the first flight to Beirut to help clean the streets and wipe the tears off our loved ones' faces. I felt that. My home country is bleeding again, and from a blast that could have been prevented. So how can I help? How can I send a message to my community, my second home, the US, about my beloved home country? I ask for your help and money poured in. Travel House clients gave generously. Souderton-Telford Rotary Club members, businesses in my community, my church family, and personal friends and family came through too to support the relief effort. Within 2 weeks from my plea, we raised $18,000 for the Lebanese Red Cross, and all donations, 100%, were processed through our club and donated. This past May, I visited my family. I couldn't wait to go and see them. I observed how this tragedy affected my loved ones. My youngest niece is afraid to be alone, and many others in Lebanon suffer from PTSD. There's a part also about the port of Beirut that my best friend, and most of you met her when she visited here with her family. Her son worked at the port of Beirut, and that day they were working because of the lack of work. His boss said, we are gonna work part-time, so you leave at 1 o'clock. Thank God he was not there at 6 o'clock when the explosion happened. So this is affecting us very close. When I was in Lebanon back in May, I received permission to visit the port of Beirut and see the site and surrounding area. And guess who showed that to me? My friend's son. Businesses that have been there for years and several generations are now gone. Lives were lost which can never be replaced, and the area now is a ghost town. But the Lebanese flag is still flying up high. I also was able to make an appointment to visit the Lebanese Red Cross and met with Dr. Nabil, the president of Beirut Division. We went to their core site where they operated, which was located across from the blast site. The building was heavily damaged and in a state of collapse, so they had to move to an empty parking lot to operate their relief efforts. When I visited their parking lot, it's not the nice parking lots that we have here. It's pathetic, it's horrible. And that's where they have their vehicles, they're operating really from the parking lot. They have done as much as they can after the explosion and put in place several programs that will have to continue for years to come. Programs such as partnered with Qatar to help small businesses and their sustainability, gave homes that were affected by the blast a budget of $600 per household for repairs, partnered with the UN and other foundations, a program called Rapid Cash Emergency, such as gift cards, collect diapers for kids and adults, gave $300 per household for basic needs per month for approximately 10,000 families, distributes food parcels, and more. Lebanon has suffered in the last few years: pandemic, explosion, inflation. How can this country overcome again and again? Well, they did and they will. The Lebanese are resilient people. I'm one of them. This is a reputation earned by weathering an outsized list of challenges over the years. They are tired, no doubt, but their faith carries them through. Lebanon is known for their beautiful weather, strategic location, fashion, humor, style, bilingual, and sometimes trilingual, great education in private schools, theater, art, and great culinary experience. I joined Rotary in 2012. The themes of Rotary for the past 10 years I have been a member have been: peace through service, engage Rotary, change lives, light up Rotary, be a gift to the world, Rotary serving humanity, make a difference, be the inspiration. That was my theme with Cindy. Rotary connects the world. Rotary opens opportunity. Serve to change lives. This is what Rotary is. Our world needs the Rotary organization and the Rotarians for serving, making peace, get inspired, changing lives, and light up someone's path. We all strive the above themes in our daily lives, so let's keep going. I'm gonna put a video that my childhood friend, helped me put together. And there's a song is going to play, and that song was the song when the explosion happened, was sung on the radio all the time. And the singer, her name is Feiruz, and she is like your Barbara Streisand or your Frank Sinatra. She's still alive. And the lyrics, I'm gonna say what the lyrics are. And she's talking about Beirut. She is made from the people's soul, from wine. She is from the sweat, the bread and jasmines. So how does her taste become? A taste of fire and smoke. Beirut has a glory of ashes. My city has turned out her lamp by a child's blood who was over her hand. She has shut her door and became alone in the sky, alone with the night. You are mine, you are mine. Hug me, you are mine. You are my flag, tomorrow's stone, and it travels waves. My people's wounds have flourished, and mother's tear. You are mine, hug me. I'm gonna run the video now, and then there's one extra part we need to do, and then I can open for questions. If we can put the lights off.
قلبي سلام لبيروت وقبى
Most of these pictures were taken by me when I was there. There's more pictures and more videos, but we couldn't put it all in tonight's presentation. Before we go to the next segment, should we go for question and answer, or yeah. So if anybody have any questions, they can ask me now. Any comment? Go ahead.
The ammonium nitrate, would that be a residual toxin or was that?
In the beginning, yes. Yeah, so the residue of the nitrate, if that will, yes. Yeah, especially in the beginning, like when people wanted to go back, like the owners, the businesses want to go back and clean up their places, they couldn't. It wasn't safe at all for them, yeah. I met this lady who owns a business there, a shipping business, and she's a young woman, and she took the business from her grandpa and then her dad. And I said to her, so you still have it in you to keep it on? And she said, we've had it for generations. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep on going. So the problem in Lebanon, the people are the nicest people, happy people. They make from bad situation a good situation. It's just we have sometimes the bad government around us or the bad people who are hurting our country. Yeah.
Hi, Suzi. It's a great presentation. You said in the beginning that this could have been prevented. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
So the question is if this could have been prevented. It's a political thing. You can read about it, but it's basically a ship years ago was passing the port of Lebanon, but it did not have a destination. So, and it had those nitrates, so they stored it in Lebanon, at the port of Lebanon, to try to see where it's going to go to next. So it's part of political thing and militias and things like that. So I'm not going to talk about it on YouTube right now. That's why, but you can tell him privately. Any questions? Any questions? No? Okay. So last week we had the auction here, and I was not able to attend because I was with Bob Hobo, the district governor, in another meeting. And I love our auctions. I mean, I usually don't miss it. And in the past years, I used to give an experience, which is a dinner at my house, a Lebanese dinner at my house. And we would have auctioned it up to 6 people, and we raised great money before. So I'm gonna try to do this again tonight. I would like to raise money tonight. It's not only for 6 people, it could be an open house. The more the merrier. The dinner will be on December 4 of this year. It's a Saturday, December 4 of this year. And all donations, 100% will go to Lebanon. This time it's not gonna go to the Lebanese Red Cross. This time I'm traveling to Lebanon. I will be there November 4 to the 8th, taking a group. And when I was there back in May, I saw what the need is. The need is off-the-shelf medications. The need is money to buy food for their families. The need is to fix a car. I remember Jean came to me when we were raising money last year. She gave me money and she said, Suzi, I would like you to give this money to a family that needs it. Well, Jean, I want to tell you that the money you gave me, it didn't help one family. And we still have some of that money. We helped a man, a taxi cab, who his car broke down, so we helped to fix his car. We helped a woman who, her dad passed away, and she has 4 little sisters to raise, so she needed some money, so we gave her some money. We helped another family who the mother have cancer. We gave them some money. And I'm not trying to say like we gave to fix the entire car, or it's just a little bit of money for each family, just a little bit of help. So the money that I would like to collect tonight, it will all go for things like that. So I'm gonna leave this to Carla. No.